Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Valheim. Today we are going to attempt to fight the next boss. I don't know how well it's going to go, but we're going to give it a try nonetheless. I also realized at the end of last episode that the dragon eggs respawn, so I was able to grab a secondary one. Had I gone over to the spawner before I wrapped up, I would have been able to grab another one, but I didn't realize it until after the fact, so we gathered up a couple from this thing already. We have another dragon egg spawn kind of north of that mountain, over on this little tiny mountain. There's no silver on this mountain or that mountain, but we do have a frost cave on both of them, so we can go clear those eventually. I also already moved our boat. So we have a boat over here with, I want to say 4 dragon eggs on it, so that we can summon the boss at least, because it's a little north of where we are right now. So that's going to be fun. I also have a little tiny plains biome right here on the edge of the zone that we are most likely going to use for farming material in the future here. Once we get to that area, there is a crop or two that can only grow in the plains biome. So we're going to most likely use this little tiny island on the left side there because nothing is spawning there. We do have like a bandit camp or something in the middle of this place that we're going to have to go clear regardless, but for right now we can't really go do that. And then during a short little stream since last episode, we went over to our trader and started exploring that area because I thought I needed more silver. It turns out I needed a little bit more silver, but I might have gone a little overkill. I brought back an entire boatload of silver, so we have it to play with right now. I don't think we actually need it for anything, but we have the silver if we do need it for something. So I explored this mountain range. It is pretty big. We have several frost caves on it. We have, I think it was 5 or 6, maybe 7 dragon eggs. I don't remember exactly how many. I have them all marked with the little T's, but we have just a ton of silver ore on this mountain. So if we do need it for any recipes moving forward, and we don't have the amount at our base right now, which is literally a cartload, we can go back and farm up even more of it. So we have that waiting for us. So that's going to be nice. Anyways, like I said, I have the boat already over here. It has the eggs on it. I am going to, I guess, sail our way as close to the boss as we can go. And then I'm going to most likely take a wagon with us and get it the rest of the way there. I'm also going to set up a little temporary base close by because I feel like we're going to die. So we're going to have that as a backup. But before we go ahead and do that, I do want to build the shield. I didn't have the silver to do that at the end of last episode, but now we kind of do. So let's do that. Also, by the way, all of our gear is fully maxed out. We can't upgrade it anymore. We had 2 wolf raids during the stream, so that gave us all of the wolf pelts we are going to most likely ever need. I have like 2 stacks still left over, so I think we're pretty good right now. We are going to make the silver shield, and we can paint it. That's kind of cool. Do I want to paint it, or do I just want to leave it wood? I think it kind of looks nicer with just the wood. I'm not really digging the colors. Yeah, let's just make it normal default color, and then we should just be able to full level this thing as well, since it's not super expensive. Oh, actually, it's a lot of fine wood. Oh, and that's it. Never mind. We don't have to level it anymore. So that's going to be kind of better than the one that we have right now. It does lose the block bonus or parry bonus, 1.5. This was 2.5. So hopefully that doesn't come to kind of hurt us too much here. Also, before we head out, I do want to make a bunch of arrows. I didn't gather up all of the obsidian on top of the mountain, but I did gather up a little bit of it. So what I want to do is make obsidian arrows. I guess we can't carry 2 stacks of that. There we go. This is going to be our highest damage arrow that we have available right now. That is not going to cost any metal. It's only going to cost obsidian. It's giving us 20 arrows at a time here. And I'm more comfortable wasting the obsidian for this because there's no like actual usable thing that I can see that the obsidian goes to, instead of like wasting our iron or our bronze or our silver or anything like that. So for right now, we're going to use obsidian arrows, and hopefully these are going to do better than our flint arrows that I've just been rocking since I can remember now. That's the only thing I use. So we're going to make 2 stacks of this just in case we do die. We can grab it and run again. In the event that we do die, I have the silver to repair or replace all of our gear, so I'm not super worried about it. I even have the wolf pelts, like I said, so we can get everything up and running again. The only thing that we don't... Oh, I made more than I needed to. You know what? Let's just make as many as we can. The only thing that, like I said, that I don't have the stuff to replace is the bow. I don't have a whole lot of ooze. I had like 20 ooze that I didn't realize I had until I started crafting all the stuff together the other day, and I've used it all on the final upgrade for that thing. So if we do die and lose that, then I can't easily replace it unless I go farm up some of the abomination dudes. So that could be a little dicey to have to replace, but it should be fine nonetheless. That's the wrong chest. Anyways, though, I will be right back with you guys because I still have a little ways to go before we are able to fight that boss. I just gotta sail over there and find our way over to him, and then we are good to go. So I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty, well, you gotta love some technical difficulties here. I've lost footage of this game once again, so we didn't lose too much. What I am going to do right now, before we do summon the boss, because we've already placed one egg in the spawning thing, or the summoning pit, so what I'm going to do is run around this mountain and see if we have another egg on it, because right now we have 2 of them, one right next to it, one over here by the well thing that we were just at, and that well is going to act as our forward little spawning platform, so that in the event that we do die, we don't have to run up the mountain. I've also built a secondary one over here in the Black Forest, which we were going to use initially until I realized there were eggs up here, and then I kind of pivoted and decided not to use the eggs from the boat that we sailed all the way over here. But yeah, we're going to place this secondary egg in the spawning platform, which is that red little platform over there. We've got a golem spawning in. All right, that's fine. I very quickly plop this thing in the ground. Oh, it's the guy with the fancy arm too. He shoots it at you. Let's get this guy dealt with real quick. We have our stuff ready to go. It shouldn't be too big of an issue. These guys are relatively easy to handle. We just got to make sure we don't end up dying here. But yeah, I'm going to very quickly run around the mountain, and hopefully we have a third egg on the surface here somewhere. If not, then we can just go down to our boat real quick, grab the last one, and then summon this guy in and fight it. Please die, thank you. We got some more crystals. I want those. Yoink, thank you. All right, so yeah, I'm going to get to work here. Hopefully we find the third one on the surface here, because then that would mean that we can farm this guy every 8 hours if we wanted to do that, because it takes 8 hours for those things to spawn back. So that could be something that we may want to do, depending on how cool the trophy is from this guy, I guess. That would kind of be the determining factor here. It was like less than a minute after I stopped recording, and we found the last egg that we needed. So we have 3 of them very close to the spawn point. We have 2 of them right next to our teleporter, so we can go over there and farm those eggs and just store them up in the chest, and then if we want to, we can come grab this one over and over again as well. There was a 4th egg on the mountain over in the Fog of War. I didn't bother fully exploring the mountain because there's no real reason, right? I'm not looking for silver or anything right now. I just wanted to summon this guy and fight it. So let's see how well this goes. We have some food items that we are now rocking. We have the obsidian arrows. We have some health potions, some stam potions. I'm hoping that we are good to go. I don't know what kind of ads this thing is going to spawn. I'm really hoping it doesn't spawn very many and it's just us and the boss here. But if it spawns a bunch of the golems and a bunch of the flying drake guys and a bunch of wolves, then I might be in for some trouble here. But we're looking pretty good. We have about 150 stamina, 160 just about on health. And I really don't want to be missing too frequently here because I only have 100 arrows. I didn't bring all of them with me. I've missed all 3 of them. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's shooting kind of like the Drake stuff, although it's full-on crystals on the ground instead of just like little frost balls. Let's shoot him again. Okay, we're not doing too much damage, but we are doing a fair bit. I'm not going to worry about it too much. If we start getting shot a whole lot, then I will have to plop our Modar. Okay, pop it now. Okay. All right, let's not die. Where is it at? Where is it? Oh my goodness, it's on us. It's on us. It's on us. No. Hold on. 1 second, please, Mr. Dragon. I would like to plop a health potion. Okay. Okay. Maybe we can get up on it and stab it a couple times. I'm not too sure if that's advisable or not. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Is it even weak to stabbing? Maybe. Seems like it is. Doing a fair bit. All right, yeah, let's not take too much damage. Let's our stamina generate a little bit. We got a dog coming in. Don't really need you doing damage to us, buddy. Okay. So far, not too bad, right? I mean, other than that first little hit from him, now that we have Bone Mass going, it's not the most dangerous thing in the world. I say that as we are still taking a lot of damage. We have a minute and 13 before we can... Oh, no. Okay, it's taken off again. That's fine. We can shoot him a couple times. It's already nighttime, or is it just nighttime because of the boss fight? Not exactly sure. We want to make sure we don't get hit by his thing again. Let's get away from that. So far, so good. I'm not stressing out. I thought this was going to be a million times worse. I thought we were going to instant die, which we just about did. But let's get up on it again. We're not taking too much damage. We have 3 minutes left on our bone mass. Let's try and take advantage of it. Can we do a heavy attack? We got a Drake coming in. Don't really need you over here, bud. You know what? For this guy being a dragon, he is kind of stupid for being on the ground here and let me just stab him over and over again. If he just flew around, I would have a real hard time killing it with the arrows that we have right now. I don't like that my game is skipping over and over again. We just had a nice little jump there. I think it was a nice little lag spike, but capture still is going, so I think we're fine on that front. 2 minutes 40 on our bone mass. Let's get another heavy attack in. Those are doing pretty good. Can we get a crit off of the hit there? It doesn't seem like that 1.5 is very good. So that's fine. Where's this Drake at? You need to get out of here, bud. Enough with you. Go away. Wow, I'm glad I hit both of those shots. That's a first. Where's this guy at? I don't want to get shots. Oh, keep moving. All right, let's see if we can get another shot or two in on it with our arrow. It landed again. That's fantastic as well. Let's see if we can get up close on it again. We are doing the majority of our damage with that, so let's block that. He actually swung over us. We got a minute. We got 2 minutes left on bone mass. If we are able to kill this thing within that 2 minute period, that would be fantastic. We're doing a good amount of damage. It might be worth burning the stam potions, especially since it's really stupid and it can't hit us now that we're under its belly. So, you know what? Sure. Let's just try and spam this as much as we can. Oh man, I cannot speak right now. I'm a little nervous, but I can't speak. This is bad. All right, it's gonna die. We should be good. Oh man. Yeah, this feels a little cheesy, but the game doesn't seem to know what to do now that we're under its belly. Or the dragon, at least, doesn't know what to do that we're under its belly. All right, well, we did a good amount of damage there. It is very, very close to dying. Is it going to land immediately? Nope, it's going to shoot at us. That's fine. 57 seconds on bone mass. Please land. Please land before that, because I would very much like to kill you before that runs out, because there's no way we can tank a hit from you. Can we cheese it again and get under your belly? Yes, we can. Do a heavy attack. I don't have my sword in my hand. Stupid. Come on, 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Stab him in the stomach. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Come on. Oh, we got it. 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 One more attack. One more attack. One more attack. There we go. Okay. Wow. That's that was a lot easier than I was thinking it would be. We did kind of cheese it, if I'm being honest. I don't think you're supposed to just walk up underneath it and just stab it a whole bunch of times in the stomach. But you know what? I will gladly take it. I was meant to take a screenshot at some point during that fight, but it didn't look like that was going to happen. So we'll see if that makes it into a screenshot or not. But yeah, that is the... what is that? The fourth boss. The fourth boss down. So I am going to come back to this mountain later on, every 8 hours or so. I'm going to harvest another set of those eggs, and then somewhere down the line, we will fight this once again. I'm probably going to hold off until maybe like endgame so that we can just come back, fully kitted out with a bunch of crazy stuff, and just instant kill all the bosses. I don't think we can instant kill the bosses, but we are going to just come back super overpowered and then fight all the bosses in probably like one episode. Probably not for right now. That's going to be a little while away, but that is probably how we're going to be wrapping up the series when that time comes. But yeah, that was pretty fun. I'm going to teleport back to base real quick and see... Oh, there's a wolf here. And see what we get from turning in the head here. Also, what is... Oh, it's the big one right there. I'm going to put that on a item frame real quick before we put it on the wall. Actually, no, it's going to show us what it looks like on the wall, so never mind. There's no point in doing that. I'm going to throw it on the wall nonetheless, and let's see what we get from the power up here. Okay, well, let's throw this up on the wall here. We are going to have a tailwind while sailing. So I imagine it's going to be just like the other ones that has a cooldown on it. And yeah, it's going to have a cooldown. Okay, so this is going to come in handy when we want to go sailing and we don't want to be dependent on the direction of the wind here. So I'm going to leave this one on right now because if we get another wolf raid, I'd rather have that ready to go than to have wind blowing on us. There's really no point in that. But we have 2 more bosses to go. So we have one in the plains biome and we have one in the Mistlands. So those are the last 2 ready to go here. I feel like I may have a little over-prepared for this boss fight. I fully leveled all of our gear. I got some really good food going that we have available to us. We got this stuff, which is Dragon Tears, which is, I guess, the reason why you're not able to teleport the eggs in one go, because the other bosses you don't get anything from, right? This is our first drop. I guess that's the reason. If that's not the reason, then I don't know why you can't teleport the eggs, but that's cool. I don't think it unlocked anything for us, though, unless it's in our hammer menu. Because I didn't have anything pop up when we killed the guy. Like, no crafting recipes popped up. So, unless it's in this, which it is indeed. Look at that. We have an artisan table now. So, that is going to be this. It's only 10 wood, 2 dragon tears. What is this going to do? How many did we get, by the way? We got 10. So, we are most likely going to have to farm the thing. We got wooden missiles. That's kind of cool. All right, so interacting with that table now, we got even more recipes. Ooh, we got this thing. That is going to allow us to have an oven upgrade. Is it an upgrade? It's not an upgrade, but it's another cooking station for the stuff down there. So I don't think we... Oh, actually, we can do that right now. We have the cores laying around, so let's very quickly grab those guys. We got 4 of them exactly. I went ahead and cleared another one of the burial chambers before I went and fought the boss. Or the dragon there a second ago, because I needed some to build a portal. I didn't have enough of the cores laying around to do that, so I needed to go fight it, or clear one of those, and then we got some from that, so that's pretty nice. Let's plop this guy right over here next to our cooking station. I don't want it going into the wall. There we go. That's nice and neat. I can't cook anything. We have to put wood in there. That's cool. What else did we get from that? We got this thing, a blast furnace, which we definitely don't have the cores for right now because we need 5 of them. We got a windmill, which we could put together right now. We have the nails and all that stuff. And we got a spinning wheel. So that is another thing that we can also put together because that's not requiring any cores. Is there anything else that we are missing? Not that I can see. We got... I don't think we got any building blocks from that, although I feel like everything got shifted. Maybe. No, actually, no. No, it didn't get shifted because the windows are still there. And then furniture-wise, we got nothing new off the top of my head that I can see. So what we are going to do next is actually start going over to plain biomes and clearing those things. We have a teleporter right here that can go to this little chunk of plains biome. We can go clear that. We also have a little tiny chunk right here as well. And then all along the coastline here next to that mountain, we have a bunch of plains as well. Right now, what I'm going to do, though, before we start clearing those things is actually make a couple runs because we have those eggs in our boat. So I want to run those up the mountain, plop them in our little outpost over here so that we have them available if we want to fight Modar again. That way, we can break our boat and teleport it away, or we can use the boat to load up on the metal from the plains and bring that back home. So I'm going to do that real quick before we start messing with any of the plain stuff, and then we can start clearing that. Look at this giant fish, by the way, that I found on the floor. It's a level 5 fish. That thing is massive. So we have it up on a little item stand over here. I think it looks kind of neat. Anyways, I'm going to get to work here, moving those eggs real quick, and then we can start messing with some of the plain stuff. So I figured before we jump on over to the plains biome, we might as well craft up a couple of these wooden missiles. I don't know what they're going to do, but we might as well make a couple and just see if they do fairly good. Also, are they like arrows? Is that what they basically are? It doesn't let me select them. Maybe all we do is throw them at an enemy, but it doesn't look like that's working either. It says we can't use it on a grayling. Huh. There wasn't anything else in the build menu, was there? Like a trebuchet or something that we unlocked? I'm pretty sure there was nothing like that. We got that, we got that, we got that. Those are all like cooking items. And there's nothing in here that would indicate that it throws the things. So I'm not sure. Maybe we just don't have access to whatever uses those things. I figured we would either chuck them like spears, or we would load it into our bow and arrow, but it doesn't let us do either of those. So I'm glad I didn't craft up a whole bunch of those right now and waste a bunch of core wood. But we'll head on over to the plains biome regardless and try and clear a little area over there and get some of the metal. All right, so on the way here, I did see a building off in the distance. These guys are not as dangerous as I thought they were going to be. That was really easy to dispatch of those guys. Okay, well, that's our first little group of the new guys. I've also had to kill some of the mosquitoes, so that is another enemy that is in the area. But there is a building that I saw along the coastline when I sailed on over here that I want to go take a look at. I don't know if it's going to be like the crypts in the swamp area, or if it's just a random little building like there is in the Black Forest. Oh, here we go. We got a new food item. Grab some of those. Nice. We got a new food recipe, and we got some new banners. That's kind of cool. And here is the little building that I saw. So those guys, I think, are aggro as we get closer to them, which I don't really want to have to fight one of those right now. These guys are super, super easy to kill. That's kind of surprising. I thought they were a lot harder than that. This guy, though, is coming over here to show us he's interested in killing us. Can I actually kill one is the question. You can also tame these guys. So that is something that we do want to do eventually here. And if we can get this guy on his own, I would like to fight it. Why not, you know? That's, oh, we missed that. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Can we block that? There we go. Sword is not super good against that. It's doing damage, though. That's fine. Block that, please. Okay, so far so good. We don't have to burn bone mass. Okay, never mind. Spoke too soon. Let's do that just preemptively here, because now we have two of these guys to deal with. Let's block that again. If we can kill this guy without having to pop bone mass, I'd be happy about that. Okay, little guy sneaking in an attack there. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, we had to pop it. I was not going to die in the water like that. This guy should only be a couple more hits there, and there we go. Let's collect our metal from this dude over here. And what else did we get? We got some lox meat. We got a pelt. We had something else there, too. The recipe popped up very quickly there. Anyways, I'm going to very quickly run over here to this building before our bone mass runs out so that we can at least see what this little thing is going to be. Which it's looking like it's just one of the little buildings like you would find in the Black Forest. Okay. So nothing too special. I thought it was maybe a dungeon or something, but it's not. We do have a chest. We got more black metal and more of the mosquito things. How heavy is this black metal stuff? Oh, no. Hey, go away. Go away. Bye-bye. Can I see the weight on this? There we go. 50 pounds, so it's 10 pounds per thing, just like it's normally going to be. That's not too bad. I don't want to have to fight more of these guys right now, so let me ignore you, please. Is there anything else of value in this area? We might have more going down the coastline here. I don't see any buildings. The other little patch did have some buildings in it. Can we also check real quick how good our arrows are going to do against these guys? There's something in the water right there. Oh, you know what? The bow did pretty good. Ooh, we might be able to just cheese this real quick. Yeah, I have 100 arrows. We might as well. I think they're both considered not attacking us just yet, so we might be doing a little bonus damage. Never mind, I overshot that guy. I'm gonna grab that stuff before it despawns, because that might have been floating there since we sailed over here, and if that's the case, it's been there for quite a while. We've got serpent meat. Ooh, okay. I don't see anything else in the ground. It looks like maybe there's something right there. Actually, no, it's not. Nothing's there. Never mind. Okay, so now we got serpent meat. Those are the guys that live in the ocean that I'm really scared to have to fight, because you can fight them every now and again, but I haven't had to fight any of them just yet. I have seen them, just haven't had to deal with them. I hear one of these little guys giggling. I'm going to kill a couple more of these guys, go drop this stuff off in our boat real quick, and then run around this area and see if we have anything else to discover in this area. Oh, this could be very bad for us. We have a level 2 fueling here, so let's not die to him, please. Okay, yeah, good. I'm trying to get some of the metal going. I'm not seeing any of it, so I brought our wishbone with us to see if maybe that's how we go about getting it. So I'm not sure if that is indeed the case, but it has not triggered so far, so it's probably not how we find the metal, and it's only by farming these guys maybe, because right now it's the only thing, apart from that chest that we did, that has given us any metal. So, oh my goodness, we're gonna die. Okay, no. Hold on, level 2-star guy. That's really bad. He's only like 1 or 2 hits away from death, so we could... There we go. Fine. He's going to drop a bunch of metal, though, right? He did not drop it. Oh, he did drop some. He dropped 4. That was not great, was it? I'm going to let our health regen. We have a minute 20 before we can pop another potion. The normal guys aren't super terrible. That 2-star guy was a little dangerous, a little more dangerous. I think he was a little more dangerous than the dragon, honestly. That almost killed us. Anyways, we have a little more ways to go. I guess quite a ways to go. And then we're pretty much done with this little area. There's really not much going on here. We have a lot of the berries. We have a lot of the locks. And a couple of these guys roaming around. But there's no buildings. There's no anything that I've seen so far. And again, our wishbone's not triggering. So I'm guessing it's not going to be buried metal stuff under the ground here. So that's going to make farming this stuff up to get the gear going a lot more annoying than the other metals we've had to do so far, if that's the case. Well, I finished exploring that plains biome, and there really wasn't anything else there for us to get. So I went ahead and sailed all the way back home with the black metal that we did get, just so I can see how much of a grind this stuff is actually going to be. So currently we are sitting at 22, and I don't have enough of the cores right now to make one of the blast furnaces on their own. So I do have to scrap one of these guys. So let's do that. That should give us the 5 cores that we need. And there we go. Let's also plop this guy in its place. Oh, I was hoping it would be the same size as that thing. Okay. For right now, let's just put it out here. And then we can move it if we need to. So that looks like it's the output. That doesn't have any interaction points. That doesn't have any interaction points. This side does. Okay. So we can break that, spin it around a little bit, and place it like right there. Oh, actually, hold on. Grab it. And right about there. Cool. So that is going to allow us to cook this stuff, I do believe. It needs 20 of these things to have a full inventory. I don't really need the full 20, though, because we only need one of them to see what the recipes are going to be. Oh, it's actually only 10, just like the other one. Okay. So that must have been the coal in the other slot there that I accidentally went over. So give me that. We are going to need some of this stuff. I'm just going to take a bunch of it with me and just shove it all in there. So, yep, there we go with the coal in there. And let's see if it also does a 2-to-1 smelting, just like the other furnace here. If not, then we have a bunch of coal on hand ready to go. And while that's smelting down, let's run back in our base and plop down the other stuff here. So we've got the windmill, which is going to go back outside. I forgot about that. But our little string machine, I don't know what this thing's called. What is this called? The spinning wheel. There we go. We're going to place this up here, and then we can see what we can get with that later. I didn't have any flax, or I didn't discover any flax, so we can't actually see what that's going to do. And we did have one of these things just complete, so let's grab that. We've got a shield. We've got a new craftable thing for our cauldron downstairs. We also got a spear, it looked like, or an arrow or something. Yeah, we did indeed unlock 2 shields. There's no armor, and then the weapon that we got was another one of these missiles. So we can't use that thing. The shield, I don't really think it's going to be worth our time to make. It has a block of 78, and ours is currently fully upgraded at 72. So it's only gaining 6. So I don't really know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Fully upgraded, I'm pretty sure it probably will be a lot better. But right this instant, I don't really want to make it. And let's also plop down this guy. I don't really know where we're going to put it just yet, but we can plop it there for right now. See, that is the output. That is nothing. That's an input of 50-something. Don't know what yet, so we don't have whatever it is. And nothing on that side. All right. So we got that now. Cool. Was there anything else that we can craft that I'm forgetting? Oh, you know what? The cooking pot thing to get new food recipes. So we need 5 of the black metal, so we should have that here. Oh, we actually do. We have it already. So let me plop that thing down too and see what the recipes are that it's going to give us. It looks like we didn't unlock any new food recipes because the only thing that we found while we were there were the cloudberries and then the raw meat from the loxes. So real quickly, I actually want to place one of these guys on the cooking thing and see if that unlocks anything. Same thing with this. Since we have some of that going now, let's plop both of those on there. While that cooks, I want to very quickly grab our lock stuff, which is the leather, and see if there's any recipes. I could have sworn there was something that popped up when we got this stuff to begin with. And yeah, we do indeed have something. So we need 2 silver to be able to craft up a cape, which hopefully is going to be just as good as our wolf thing. If not, we're just going to stick with it. But let's craft up the Lox cape. It gives us a resistance to frost, so it's pretty much the same thing. There we go. With the cook stuff, we just got 2 new recipes there. So we've got a serpent stew, which is this guy down here. We need to cook it with honey and mushrooms. That gives us 80 and 26. And then I'm guessing this was just the cook version of that stuff, because that's not actually a recipe in this thing now. So that's pretty good. We got 2 new recipe things kind of pretty much from that, which is going to kind of help us. But this cape, by the way, I don't know why you would make that. The only thing that I can see that's different is a slight increase in durability. The frost resistance is the same. That's the only thing that I'm seeing is different. Unless this gives you some sort of a boost while you're in the plains area, or just a different look overall, I guess, if you don't want the white cape. That kind of looks nice, I guess. What do we need to upgrade this, by the way? Real quickly here. Let's see. We need just the pelts itself. Okay, we can't do that right now because we don't have any more pelts, but that is how we would make more of that. I'm kind of surprised there's not weapons. I would have thought there would have been some weapons or something. It doesn't look like we actually need all that much black metal, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not too sure. I'm not about to go grind a whole bunch of this stuff because nothing triggered, so I'm guessing it's either not a thing we need to worry about, or we need to find more stuff in the plains biome, because there could still be stuff in there. We didn't really get lucky, like I said, with that area that we went to, so we are going to check out this area and that area. I think there's also a giant plains biome over by this mountain here. We can see it kind of peeking through here. We got it up here on the swamp as well. This whole thing right here might all be a plains biome, so that could be somewhere we go to next as well, just to try and find more stuff. But we are going to hit these 2 areas next episode and see what the little village is on this little section, and then see if there's anything in this section as well. Anyways, though, that is where we're going to be wrapping up today's episode. In between episodes, I am going to be clearing a bunch of the burial chambers because I need the cores. I don't have any more right now, and the only other way of getting those is by heading over to our swamp area and running between these 2 spawners over and over again to get the little fire guys to spawn and die. So I figured it's a little bit better to go clear the burial chambers. We're at least getting bones, we're getting the cores, we're getting gold. So I'll do those. We have a whole lot of them marked across the map that we have discovered already. We just haven't cleared them. So I'm going to be clearing a few of those, maybe a lot of them, honestly, because I need cores. We are flying through cores. We have so many portals down right now, it's not even funny. Like, this is only half of them. We have a lot of them down across the map that we just don't have a connection point to on this side. So like the little outposts with the letter number next to them, those have portals in there right now with the little portal indicator on it, so that on this side, if I want to go there, we just need to change the name of it, and then I can teleport to that area. So that's something that I would like to have, 1 portal for each location instead of doing what I'm doing right now. So I got to clear a bunch of these things, gather up a bunch of the cores, and then we should be fine. I'm also going to be doing fine wood, so I mean, I've been doing a whole lot of wood chopping regardless, so that's really nothing special. But I'm going to be clearing a bunch of the chambers, and hopefully by next episode we have a couple stacks of the cores on hand. But anyways, that is where we're going to be wrapping up, so I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching!